You good? Come on. I don't know if he's tempted enough by a treat to try to jump into a pool. Oh, okay, here we go. Whee! Come here. Oh, there we go. Yeah. So you got to use him to get into places. And if you're not careful... Hey guys, it's Adam aka Swimming Bird, and welcome to The Last Guardian for PlayStation 4. Danielle's here with us.
Hello.
For a game that many people have been waiting a long, long time to play. So while this quick, peaceful intro plays, I want to talk a little bit about why we've been looking forward to playing this for so many years. So this game was created by members of Team Ico and director Fumito Ueda, who was also behind Ico and Shadow of the Colossus, two very beloved PS2 games set in mysterious worlds like this one that kind of draw you in to explore and learn about them without telling you all of their secrets. But they also have all these memorable action set pieces that really stick with players. So development started on this one way back in 2007, nearly a decade ago. I think we had just met, and I was just as excited about it then as I am now. It was supposed to come out in 2009, and 2011 it jumped from PS3 to PS4, was almost canceled, but it's finally here now, and I'm really excited to play it with you guys, so I hope you'll join us. So we're going to be in the role of a mysterious imprisoned boy exploring this gigantic world that's very scary, but we're going to have some help. And I love this cinematic intro. It shows all these scientific sort of drawings of animals, both real and mythical, and they have some things in common with the creature that we're about to meet, but our new buddy is not quite like anything that we're seeing here or anything we've really seen before. And it sets up kind of a creepy mystique about the creature, Trico. And that name, it's a little bit of a reference to the fact that this is the third Team Ico game. And also it's a portmanteau of Tori and Neko, which is bird and cat in Japanese, because it's kind of like a bird, cat, griffin thing. And Tori no Ko, Toriko, is a baby bird. So it's huge, but I think it's supposed to be a baby.
Its wings and horns make it seem like it could be young.
Yeah, it's still growing, I think. And there it is. There's a Trico. It just makes me afraid of what the full-grown one would look like. And there is some voice acting in this, as we're going to hear, but it's not a real language, so we're going to actually read out the dialogue in case someone's, just listening or can't see it. But we have to awaken here. A lot of these cutscenes, we actually have to take part in them. They don't really prompt you unless you don't do it, so it's more interactive than you would think. And one last thing about Trico here. The name Trico is also the word for prisoner in Japanese, so you can kind of see how it's chained up, and somebody put some spears in it and broke them off. So it's in a bad way right from the start, but so are we. This is us, a little tatted boy. Be among the chosen ones. In my dream I was flying through the darkness. So we've got to move around here and wake ourselves up. Who knows why we were thrown in here with a Trico, but we're going to learn to love it, and hopefully it'll learn to love us. So it's kind of, if you've seen trailers of this game, it makes you think that these are best friends, these two, but I awoke to find myself in a strange cave. But as you'll see here, it's kind of injured and not so happy to have a boy messing with it. So we're gonna try to move out of the way a little bit here. I noticed with the start that I was not alone. Beside me lay a great man-eating beast, Trico. So yeah, the people in this game know of these things, and they call them man-eaters, so pretty scary. I did not know how, why, or when it had happened, but my skin was covered with peculiar markings, probably from his rebellious phase. He got all these tattoos. Do you want to be the boy, or?
Oh, where am I?
He's so scared and sad, and it's gonna get scarier. Okay. Oh, jeez. I thought that I was still dreaming. I believed that I would soon wake. Okay. Yeah, he is chained up, but he's also very injured. But we want to be a little careful about getting too close to this guy because jeez, scary. Yeah, its eyes are very telling about its mood, as we'll learn here. But I'm gonna try to go around and leap off of this land on his shanks there, his rump, and pull this spear out. Hopefully he'll appreciate this. Okay, there we go. He's gonna love us. And, oh, nope.
Oh my goodness.
I thought we would be best friends, but he kicked me. And we're gonna take a little snooze. We just woke up, but we're going right back to sleep. We're very tired and confused, you know?
The animation really does make it look like a real animal.
Yeah, so, the boy, he's got that kind of loosey-goosey, gangly Team Eco design where the controls are not, like, super precise, but he looks like he moves like a little awkward boy. But Trico, it really feels like this real creature. It reminds me of something from, like, Studio Ghibli. It's designed with all these pieces, like a griffin, and it feels very real, like a bird, cat, dog thing, as you'll see from its mannerisms. And it's sleeping. Or no, it's awake. It's very awake, and it still wants to eat us. It's trying to get up. I wondered if the beast might be hungering for something. Oh, and yeah, he's kind of inquisitive. His eyes turn green, but if we get too close, he's gonna... Yeah. Okay, so let's follow the butterflies here. These little butterflies are kind of hints. They're attracted to these very specific little barrels. I'm gonna open this up. There's a couple around here. I want to open that and find one of these sitting there. So yeah, I have no idea what's in these barrels. It's some type of glowing blue goo. It might be Mountain Dew Voltage. I'm not sure.
That's my fave.
I'm a Code Red man personally, but yeah, it's this mysterious substance in these barrels, and we can kind of toss it over here. We don't want to be too close though, because Trico does not appreciate us watching him eat, but we're gonna just kind of let him do his thing there, and the camera will focus on him at times.
Just gonna chomp on
Yeah, he's
the
just gonna
wood
eat
and
the barrel
everything?
and all and spit out little bits. That's gonna be great for his digestive system. But there's a couple more here we want to feed him just to give him his strength back and show him that we love him already, even if he tried to eat us. I'm gonna toss that right down there. Oh.
Want some more?
Yeah, the way this kid falls all over the place, I feel bad because he's feels like he's having a rough time already. Well, he was kicked by a Trico, and no one wants that.
Yeah, is there like a health meter or anything? Like,
I don't
does
think
he take
so.
Damage from falling?
He can kind of limp around if you fall too far, and you know, obviously, this boy's gonna break if you go, you know, a crazy height. But I don't think I like the minimalistic UI. Like, you don't have a health meter. You don't even have, you know, some of the stuff in the other games. But the controls will pop up to kind of give you guidance at first. But they aren't as intrusive later on once the game realizes you know what's happening. Okay, so one more barrel here. And little Trico should have the strength to maybe get up. Let's see. So let's, I want to kind of sneak around. I'm like the cautious parent. I want to make sure that my growing Trico is eating, but I don't want him to be worried about us getting too close. It's like a dog or something. It doesn't want you close to its food.
Yeah.
But now, it doesn't seem to mind us so much. We can kind of, try to pet it, but ooh, yeah, it doesn't quite have its strength yet. But I can kind of climb over to the shoulder here, and there's another spear. My offerings appear to have sated the beast's appetite. See if we can pull this out, but it was still in pain and could not stand. There we go. All right, you're good, Okay, calm down. Oh! And another little night nap here, going right back out. We've been awake for
He needs, like, medical attention.
Yeah, he's got at least one concussion probably, but we've been awake for like a combined total of 5 minutes. Just sleeping for a whole day. But at least we're helping our Trico. And now, I think it's actually going to trust us and it's going to help us. So this is just a really cool idea, having this boy that can fit into, like we saw, he could climb around, he can kind of do stuff that obviously a giant cat bird can't do. But we're going to need the help of Trico if we want to escape this cave and hopefully find our way to freedom. And we're going to help him to freedom too. Aw, it's sniffling at us. It might eat us, but, you know, we fed it, so I think he's like, okay, should I eat him now or should I let him get me more blue goo? More Trico treats. All right. Yeah, so the green eyes kind of show that he's like, okay, I like you, I'm listening to you. Yellow eyes are kind of cautious or curious, and red eyes mean that it's mad, so we're going to be careful not to see any red-eyed Tricos. It's kind of scratching over there. But if you want to get a good look at it, just call it, and it'll be like, okay, kind of center the camera on it. We're going to try to help it with that chain, though, because it's, oh, it's okay, buddy. Calm down. Calm down. I'm going to wait till he sits a little bit and climb up his back. His armor is so cool. Although, you know, I feel bad about it being...
Yeah, it doesn't look comfortable.
We can't actually climb over the armor.
Who made all this, like, giant armor?
Whatever these people are, they got a, some type of... There we go. They've got some type of thing about putting armor on these Tricos. Maybe to restrain them, because he is, you know, stuck there with that leash. Here we go.
Is that better?
Yeah. Okay. He's good. And he should be able to get rid of all that stuff. There he goes.
It makes me think of the, like, cat armor that exists, but...
With, like, guinea pig and hand. People make some strange stuff for their pets. But we're getting this off of him. We're letting him...
But the logistics for something that big.
We're letting him get free, because we know what it's like to be trapped in here. There he goes. All right, so he lost his broken armor and his collar. And we are out of here. So he's gonna kind of curiously follow us. And I see more butterflies. The butterflies are a good indicator that those barrels are close by. So you want to try to look around when you see those barrels. And, yeah, there's one right there. I think the more barrels there are, the more... more butterflies, the more barrels there are. So let's try to climb up. He's not too sure about us climbing all over him yet, but, you know, one day we'll be able to ride him, and he won't worry too much about it. Let me see if I can make this jump. Yep, there we go. That was close, but yeah, you have to use him to get to higher ledges. So let's grab one of these, and then, oh, you want this? You want this barrel? Oh, sorry. Oh, no. I meant for him to catch...
It's like when you step on a dog's foot.
So he will catch the food, but right now he's chonking on it. I think he already forgot that I hit him with it on accident. Let me just toss this one kind of over to the side. We'll watch him eat it there. There he goes. Okay. And now there's a lot of, like, mist and light in this game that kind of leads you, because it is a big, beautiful open world, but you gotta try to figure out where to go, and there's a lot of puzzles, and it's kind of tough sometimes. So the game is pretty good at either letting the world show you where to go, or letting Trico kind of be curious about the things you need to interact with. So we're gonna climb through this little cave here and find something very important. I did play a little bit of this to
the animation again is charming.
I played a bit to get a grasp of the controls, but pretty soon here I'm gonna be figuring stuff out. No, this is a little puddle in this mysterious glowing cave that kind of reminds me of the butterflies in the barrels. And then whatever this is, seems like bad news. This really...
a robot?
Yeah, speaking of Studio Ghibli movies, this really reminds me of Castle in the Sky and the robots in that. But it has a mirror embedded in its chest. So now we can use this and illuminate stuff. This mirror with its mysterious light. It was made from a substance I had never seen before. So we can kind of shine it around. It seemed important. I decided to borrow it for a while. So let's take it back and see if Trico wants to eat it. No.
What?
So far, we've been really Trico treat oriented with our goals. We want to find stuff for Trico to eat, heal him up because he still has all those spear wounds. And hopefully we didn't do that. We don't really know what our kid was up to before he woke up. But we're not, we'll redeem ourselves if that's true. Some type of people probably stabbed him, so. But we're in it together. Trico knows that we love him already. And he's sleeping there, just like the little collector's edition statue. Hey, buddy, wake up. Check this out. Look what I found. He loves it, right? Nope.
Oh.
It kind of messes with his traffic light brain. And his eyes are cycling. So the purple, the kind of purpley, glowy eye is important. I did not know about this from trailers and stuff. This little ability that our Trico has to shoot lightning out of his tail. Look at that. That's crazy. Well, he doesn't seem too happy about it, though. The lightning that flew from the beast's tail took me greatly by surprise. Yeah, me too. Could it really have been summoned by the mirror? So yeah, the mirror, if you noticed in the beginning, I think that was what was in the ground. And this seems to be the boy as like an old man. Maybe the kids we heard were like grandkids or something, but he seems to have survived this ordeal. Hopefully Trico will as well. There we go. Good job, buddy. We're gonna find you more barrels because you're doing so good. He's like, did I do that? I wonder if he'd be embarrassed. He's like, oh,
What?
I didn't mean to shoot lightning from my tail. Okay, I'm gonna scrabble over these rocks and make our way out of here towards freedom. I had heard of these great man-eating beasts many times from the Elder. Yet no fear of the terrifying tales. Yet in spite of the terrifying tales, I felt no fear. None at all. I feel a little fear. It is a huge animal after all, so it is a little scary. So let's try to scrabble our way over these jars. Trico might have a little bit of trouble with those, so I'm gonna give him some help by having him blast him. Yeah, the red eyes, typically bad news when he's mad about that stuff, so it seems like he doesn't really like blasting things, but sometimes it's necessary. Come on, buddy. Get rid of those so you don't trip and fall down. He'd probably land on his feet, though. He is a cat thing. All right. You good? Come on. He's so tentative right now.
He looks worried.
I love first he started out trying to eat us. Maybe he still will, but the whole dynamic of him slowly building trust with us, we could climb down there, but, you know, the better way to do it is just leap right in to this beautiful emerald pool. But yeah, the building of the trust of between the two is like a really cool idea. He's not going to always listen to our commands and always follow us everywhere, and he seems like he's pretty apprehensive to trust people. I would be too if I got stabbed by spears and locked up. So if we call to him, he's like, no, I don't like water. Yeah, he's very cat-like, but we can try to get him to help us, help him. See if we can maybe entice him down here. That would work. There we go. Ooh, careful.
Yeah.
Get stomped out. Yeah, he has a lot of Griffin elements. Like they showed the Griffin in the intro, but I almost wonder if he's kind of based off of I'm trying to think what's a manticore or something that would shoot stuff out of its tail. It feels like another fantasy creature that I can't quite put my finger on. So we can
because
kind of.
manticore has like the scorpion tail.
Yeah, but it does remind me of that a little bit.
And a lot of other like chimera basilisk things are like poison stuff instead of electric.
It's weird how the thing with his eyes make me feel like maybe he's not. I don't know. He's got a lot of mystery to him, but I like that. That's like I mentioned with these Team Eco games is that they don't tell you everything. It's a lot of showing rather than telling. You got to look around and try to put the pieces together for yourself, which I really like. Games. Ooh, look at all you could probably tell from all those butterflies out there that we wanted to go through here to get that stuff. All right, let's drop down, and he's got tons of treats. So this will hopefully be enough to entice him to ignore his innate fear of water, his cat-like nature. Okay, Trico, you want one of these? Come on, buddy. Come on. There's treats down here for you. You want to get one of those? I don't know if he's tempted enough by a treat to try to jump into a pool of. Okay, here we go. Whee! We got knocked over into the debris.
I'm wondering if it's gonna be some sort of thing where they have these legends about this thing being really bad, but maybe it's it seems like it was possibly being controlled by someone.
Yeah, and it's a baby, so it's probably not, inherently bad. It's probably just, a little confused. Hey, buddy, come here. I'm gonna see if I can get him to actually grab one of these. Nope, he's gonna stare at it. He will catch them out of the air if you can toss him when he's paying attention, but I think that's like a pet trick. It's kind of a thing that once you build your trust, it might happen more often. Oh, there he goes. All right, one more barrel, buddy. We want to get him nice and strong and trusting us while we head on this adventure. Ooh, okay. He's a little apprehensive there. Here you go, buddy. Have one, Oh. Well, he gets it either way. Sorry. That's something that we'll work towards. So we can kind of swim underwater. It's a little scary. I would be worried that that we would get in trouble down here and run out of air or get stomped. I don't think he can really stand on you, which is good. He'll be careful not to step on you like a large animal would, where they don't want to crush any little creatures under them. But okay, so hey buddy,
Whoa,
come
whoa.
here. Oh jeez, I want to try to jump on him before he gets away from me. Hey, come here. Oh, there we go. Yeah, so you got to use him to get into places. And if you're not careful, then he'll leave you behind. But you can get him to come back and help you out. But he's a little disobedient at this point. All right.
You have
come
to
on.
train him more.
Yeah, How to Train Your Trico is the subtitle of this. And we can just kind of jump our way up, and we are almost to freedom already. So I'm going to crawl through this little hole, and sorry, Trico. We're free, but that's a boy hole and not a Trico hole, so we can't get through. We can't get him through. He's just got to stay. I feel bad, but he's got to learn to fly on his own with his tiny little chicken wings. Aw, Trico.
Well, this is goodbye. I must go home to my village.
I gotta learn about these tats. I'm real confused.
Farewell.
Okay, see you, Trico. I know you're kind
No,
of
it's doing the dog whine.
the.
The saddest noise.
We gotta leave him though. I know he's the focus of the game a little bit, but we gotta keep moving. Oh no! Like a giant dog.
No, stop following me. Go home.
Like a giant dog fitting through like a cat door. He kind of
Yeah, I
squeezes
don't
through.
think his mom's gonna let him keep that.
I don't know. Maybe if he does all his chores. And here we are. We're free.
Is that good though?
I don't know. He doesn't seem too happy. He seems to hate that tower, for one thing. But we got out, and we brought Trico with us, if anybody had any doubts. It was one of those things where he's like, no, get out of here. I don't like you anymore. Stay. We didn't throw anything at him other than tasty barrels, though. We had escaped the dank confines of the cave and emerged into a place the like of which I had never seen. He really wants to go up there. Or maybe he wants to knock it down. It represents all the shackles that tied him to this place. Oh.
Oh, you can't fly? Are your wings broken?
I don't think you get much lift with those little wings
Yeah,
anyways.
they're too small.
Yeah. Aw. I would not realize until much later, but I was now in the heart of the beast lair, the nest. The nest? I want to go to the nest. Thank you guys for watching. Please leave a like if you enjoyed this. This is the beginning of our adventure with Trico. And if you want to subscribe, more Last Guardians on the way. Thanks again, and we'll see you next time for some more. Goodbye.
Bye. Aw.